It is that time of year again. It's Christmas all over. Well, it's Christmas time again. Decorations are all hung by the fire. Everybody's singing. All the bells are ringing out, and it's Christmas all over again. Yeah, again. Long distance relatives, haven't seen them in a long, long time. Yeah, I kinda missed them, but I just don't wanna kiss them, no. And it's Christmas all over again. Yeah, again. And all over town, little kids stomp it down. Christmas is a rockin' town. Put your body next to mine. Underneath the mistletoe we go. We go. Oh, oh, Merry Christmas time. Come and find you happy, and you're by the fire too. And in having a good one. I hope your mama gets her shopping done, 'cause it's Christmas all over again. Oh, baby, it's Christmas all over again. Ah, yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome, one and all. It is beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's Christmas time here in the city. Those are lyrics of some of my favorite Christmas classics of all time. But as we wind down from the hustle and the bustle of the Thanksgiving rush and all that Black Friday shopping out of our way, now it's time to embrace and bask in the glory that is all things Christmas. My name is Mr. Christmas, Vinnie Medugno, and this is Being Mr. Christmas. That's right. So I want you to sit back and relax, because I invite you to join me as I bring you behind the camera and into my world and all of the amazing experience that I have being Mr. Christmas.
Here we go, he'll have a big fat bag upon his back, and lots of goodies for you and for me. So leave a peppermint stick for old Saint Nick. We're hanging on the Christmas tree, as it's a holiday season. So a hoopty-doop, a dickory-dock, hands up, don't forget to hang up your sock, 'cause it's just exactly at 12 o'clock. He'll be coming down the chimney, coming down the chimney, coming down the chimney down. Happy holiday, people up top, happy holiday, while the merry bells keep on ringing. A happy holiday to you. To be nicknamed Mr. Christmas because of all the faces on all these little ones. Let's give it up for the kids that know what the true meaning of Christmas is all about.
Now, as everybody knows, one of the greatest things to do all holiday season is to deck the halls. That's right, I'm talking about decorating. And my mom knows at a certain time of the year, the itch starts to happen and the bug starts to come out, and I start looking at her like, when is the Christmas tree coming out, and when are you going to start putting the red all over the house, because it's time now. And she knows exactly when to get it started, right in the middle of November, so we can enjoy it right on up until the end of the New Year season, which happens to be her birthday, New Year's Eve. But she's quite the interesting person to deal with because she doesn't let anybody touch her Christmas tree. So we're going to take a look at how amazing my mom is and how skilled she is at decorating the Christmas tree.
But there's something about red with Christmas. I mean, all trees are beautiful, but there's just something with red being in it and very, like, just nice down-to-earth colors that just pull out the Christmas spirit and the holiday more. And I also like shiny brights. I don't know how I came about this. I think I was reading a book one time, and there was an antique dealer in it, and she said she picked up shiny bright ornaments, and I always had this thing, well, I wonder what is shiny bright, and lo and behold, one time I walk into a store and there they are, and I said, oh, I gotta grab them now. Naturally, they're, you know, newer versions of them, but they were all glass, and they were made, I think, in the 1940s and 50s. So every time I see a box of shiny brights that are different, I pick them up. I like the shapes, they're vintage looking. Eventually my whole tree is gonna be shiny bright. I just think they just pulled the whole tree out even more, and I even picked up these little new ones I just found. So it's a very shiny Christmas tree. Christmas is like so different today. I come from a family of 10 and we made do with what we had. But the Christmases back then were so different from the Christmases today. If I could go back to one Christmas with my whole family, that would be my Christmas wish, if I can have that. Well, ever since Vincent was a baby, be the first one on waking people up. It was always about Vincent, opening up the gifts. He enjoyed it, him and his brother. I mean, every kid loves Christmas, but he was like over with it. And then as he got older, he got more in tune with it, like unbelievable. He is Mr. Christmas. This is why I put this tree up like this, because he likes it. He makes the holidays, my Vincent. Of course, what's a Christmas tree without having Mr. Christmas on it? So I have a friend of mine from when we grew up in West Brighton. Actually, she made me a West Brighton Christmas ball too. Louisa Mandato. She makes these beautiful Christmas ornaments, and I have like 1 million of them of Vincent now all over. Of course, this is another part of why he's Mr. Christmas. He does the show down at the St. George Theater, which is beautiful. Everyone should try and get out to see that because they'll enjoy that. The cast is phenomenal, and it kind of like heightens the holiday. And it's nice that it's on Staten Island, that we have to travel so much into the city, and it's here. And it's like everybody knows everybody. Just like a welcoming show, very nice. Everyone should get out there to see it. My son sings a lot of songs from 50s to 60s, disco, but one of my favorite Christmas songs is the one he sings, Driving Home for Christmas. And it's funny how we came about singing that. I never heard it, and neither did he, but I was out Christmas shopping one night in a department store, and they have that music playing overhead. And I heard it, and I said, wow, this is really, really, really a nice song. I think my son could sing this and do a good job at it. So I got home about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning, because stores are open late, and he was out cold sleeping, and I opened up his laptop and I said, sing this song, Driving Home for Christmas. Well, sure enough, the next morning he got up, he looked it up, and he liked it, and from then, he did it, and he does an excellent job with that. He did it in the Christmas show, but I like the slower version of it when he did the video with the snow, very nice. So it's just a very family song, it's a nice song. I hope everyone has a Mr. Christmas in their house the way I have a Mr. Christmas in my house, my son Vincent.
I'm driving home for Christmas. Oh, I can't wait to see those faces. I'm driving home for Christmas, yeah. Well, I'm moving down the line, and it's been so long, but I will be there, sing this song to pass the time away, driving in my car, driving home for Christmas. It's gonna take some time, but I'll get there. Top to toe and taillights, Oh, I got red lights all around, but soon there'll be a freeway, yeah. Get my feet on holy ground. So I sing for you, though you can't hear me when I get through, and feel you near me. Driving in my car, I'm driving home for Christmas. Driving home for Christmas, yeah, with 1,000 memories. I take a look at the driver next to me. He's just the same, just the same. Top to toe in taillights. Oh, I got red lights all around. I'm driving home for Christmas, yeah. Get my feet on holy ground. So I sing for you, though you can't hear me when I get through, and feel you near me. Driving in my car, driving home for Christmas. Driving home for Christmas, yeah. Driving home for Christmas, with 1,000 memories. But soon there'll be a freeway, yeah. Get my feet on holy ground. Driving home for Christmas, yeah. Well, I'm moving down the road.
All right, we're gonna do like that. What is that? The Hershey's commercial with the things.
The kisses?
The kisses, right? Let's see. Let's just try it. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk down the street, say hello to friends you know and everyone you meet. Whoa, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas this year. Oh, the mistletoe is hung where you can see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her once for me. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and in case you didn't hear, oh by golly, have a holly jolly Christmas.
Christmas this year.
Merry Christmas, everyone. It's so much fun performing with Vinnie Medugno, especially around Christmas time. He's Mr. Christmas, and I love Christmas as well. And he's just so funny. He makes me laugh. You know, he'll come over, we'll do Facebook Live video, whether it's just, you know, cooking or singing, playing the piano, my father on his guitar.
Let's go. How many Italians are in the house tonight?
I have to get home.
But baby, you'll freeze out there.
See, lend me your clothes.
It's up to your knees out there.
You're really being good.
I'm thrilled when you touch my head.
Don't you see?
How can you do this thing to me?
Vinnie Medugno is a born natural performer, showman. He belongs on the radio, on the stage, the theater. Vinnie Medugno has it all.
You do. I like Vinnie's voice.
I don't know, man.
I'll help you.
I don't know it. I just know like it. Here comes Santa Claus.
Go ahead. On Santa Claus Lane, singing Vixen and all of his reindeer, pulling on the rein. Bells are ringing, children singing, all is merry and bright. Hang your stockings with Christmas cheer, 'cause Santa Claus comes tonight. Come Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that's filled with toys for the boys and girls again. Peace on earth, goodwill to all, if we just follow the light. Let's give thanks to the Lord above, because Santa Claus comes tonight.
Yeah.
Why do you like Elvis so much?
It was complete.
Yeah.
Elvis was complete. And when he walked into a room, you feel the presence.
For me, it was just the mystique of him. I think I like his onstage persona. I think I like the way he dresses, the way he carries himself, right?
It was the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to stop for a minute. It's 3:15 on Broadway. Billy, I want to play something special for you. I met this kid when he was 12 years old, Vinnie Medugno from Staten Island. He's been working here at the radio station for the last couple of years, doing a bang-up job, I might add. And it just turns out that he, along with Brooklyn's own Angelo Venuto, re-recorded Do They Know It's Christmas? And just close your eyes and listen to this.
It's Christmas time. There's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time.
Thanks to Broadway Billy, he put the song on the radio. I was surprised and I was happy that they put some great music on the radio. You know, it's Vinnie, me included. I was very thankful.
His voice.
You know what? You got Angelo, who's like a Brooklyn icon, and Vinnie, who's turning out to be a Staten Island star. These two guys are great together.
Oh my God, they're fantastic.
We do have a lot of fun, and we do a lot of performing together, right? I mean, we do a lot of shows together. I think it would be appropriate right now if we jam out to some Elvis Christmas.
Yeah.
Right now, I think we should do Blue Christmas. Let's do a little Blue Christmas. You sing it.
I have a blue Christmas without you. I feel so blue just thinking about you. Decorations are red on a great Christmas tree. Won't be the same thing if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes are falling, and when those blue memories start calling, we'll be doing alright when your Christmas is white. But I have a blue Christmas. Baby.
Take it home.
We'll be doing alright when your Christmas is white. But I have a blue Christmas.
One time.
You'll be doing alright when your Christmas is white. But I have a blue Christmas. Oh yeah. This is Angelo Menudo from my house to your house. Buon Natale and Merry Christmas, everybody. God bless.
So one of my favorite things to do that a lot of people ask me, Vinny, what is your day job aside from the performing? And if those of you that don't know, I am a high school teacher and a coordinator of student activities for Port Richmond High School. Not only am I a proud staff member from there, but I'm also a proud alumnus and graduate of the class of 2004. And I'd like to shout out all of my Port Richmond Raider family members that are watching and that have participated in this next portion that I'm about to share with you. At the school, we do a lot of special things. I get to run an event called December Community Month, where it's every day is a random act of kindness or some special event that we celebrate, bringing holiday cheer of all denominations to all students in our school community and school family. It's a great way for me to give back, and it's a great way to teach the students that sometimes it's not always about receiving, but giving of yourself, which is the ultimate gift of the holiday season. And I have to tell you, there's nothing greater than watching these students participate in all of the amazing things that we do in and out of the hallways of Port Richmond High School that spread into the community. And I'm so blessed and so fortunate to share them with you right now.
Hello, Mr. Christmas. Mr. Christmas.
Vinnie Medugno is Mr. Christmas to me because he is like the epitome of, you know, like the Christmas spirit. Like,
I think Mr. Medugno is so crazy around the Christmas season because he wants to bring joy into some people who might not have Christmas at their house or Christmas in general.
3 words to describe Mr. Medugno is someone who's always excited, full of energy, and like inspiring to others.
I like working with Mr. Medugno during Christmas time because it really brings a lot of joy to me. I never was a fan of Christmas really, and he really brought the spirit back into me of Christmas time.
he just holds it all in him. Like, he's so like full of life during like all through December. The whole school is just filled up. Like, you wouldn't believe, like, you would walk through the halls and just like you would feel like you're in like a little wonderland. It's like he makes it so great.
Port Richmond is such a happy festive place during December. You have Christmas trees, all sorts of decorations all over the place. There's door decorating. We have Christmas music playing in the hallways between periods. And it's just like a really fun, happy place.
You hear Christmas music in the hallway. There's so many events to do and everything.
My favorite thing that he does in school to make it like really special is the music between the bells. I really love that.
I like coming to school in December because it's more magical than the rest of the year. Everywhere you look, there's Christmas decorations, there's Christmas lights.
Even though I look forward to coming to school every day, it's a lot more special during December. Our school is really like top when it comes to bringing in like food for the food drive or anything for people less fortunate. Even though we have some people who aren't as fortunate, they still bring in to help people because they know that they're not in like the worst state.
One thing I like mostly that we do during December is we don't really focus much on Christmas. We focus on a lot of different things, and also a lot of kids that aren't privileged in our school get the chance to acknowledge that in the school with us as a family.
I think Port Richmond is special during the holidays opposed to any other school because we're not like any other school.
Someday at Christmas, men won't be boys, playing with bombs like kids play with toys. One warm December, our hearts will see a world where men are free. Someday at Christmas, there'll be no wars when we have learned what Christmas is for. When we have found what life's really worth, there'll be peace on earth. Someday all our dreams will come to be. Someday in a world where men are free. Maybe not in time for you and me, but someday at Christmas time. Someday at Christmas we'll see a land with no hungry children, no empty hand. One happy morning, people will share a world where people care. Well, someday at Christmas there'll be no tears, when all men are equal and no man has fears. One shiny moment, one prayer away from our world today. Someday all our dreams will come to be. Someday in a world where men are free. Maybe not in time for you and me, but someday at Christmas time. Someday at Christmas, man will not fail. Hate will be gone and love will prevail. Someday a new world that we can start with hope in every heart. Yeah. Maybe not in time for you and me, but someday at Christmas time. Someday at Christmas time.
Mr. Medugno incorporates all holidays throughout Christmas. If you look in our lobby, you not only have a Christmas tree, you have Hanukkah stuff, you have Kwanzaa stuff, all the events, there's all events for lightings for every holiday and everything.
My favorite part about December is just all the fun that goes around Port Richmond and how Mr. Christmas brings all of that together.
He does a lot for the school, he does a lot for the kids here, he cares about every single person in the building. There's never anything bad to say about him.
I think Christmas time at Port Richmond High School would definitely be different if Mr. Medugno wasn't here. There probably wouldn't be as much events or as much Christmas decorations.
He makes everything special because he puts his all into every, event, activity, after school, everything. He just does everything. Being the COSA, he's just so, into it, and it's just all he does all day. He does not, you see it if you sit in his office for a whole day. You see, some people get, a little downtime. He just doesn't. He's always moving, and he makes the whole year special.
This year for singing during our final dress rehearsal, he actually jumped on stage and started singing When We Are Together, which is one of his favorite songs, showing how much of a family we are and being together during a really fun time of the year. And it's just a huge family celebration all month long.
See the little light in your eyes. Together we will shine like the stars in the sky. Like, oh, 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 oh. When we are together, it feels like, oh, 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 oh. The whole world feels a lot better. Let me hear ya. When I'm in your company, the world lights up like a Christmas tree. It's like, oh, 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 oh. When we are together. Together, the whole world feels just like it always should. It's like Christmas every day with you. Oh yeah, you guys having a good time or what? Let's back it. Oh, 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 when we are together. Oh, 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 the whole world feels a lot better. I wish you love. When we are together, I wish you love. The whole world feels a lot better. When I'm in your company, the world lights up like a Christmas tree. Like, oh, 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 oh. When we are together. Oh, oh, when we are together. Oh, 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 when we are together. Oh, oh, when we are together. When we are together. Paul Richard, make some noise. I love you guys.
Welcome back. And I just had to crash your Christmas party, Vinny. As everybody knows, I am one of Vinny's BFFs. My name is Diane Morton Gattulo, and I refer to Vinny as my Vinny.
So you polled social media, is this true?
I did. I polled social media because I have a ton of questions for you, and I love you, but I'm really curious, what do other people want to know?
See, this is funny. Usually I'm on the opposite end questioning everybody else, but I'm allowing you to question me tonight.
Tina from Tottenville. She asks, how did you get your name, Mr. Christmas? She asked it from Facebook.
Okay, very cool. So the name Mr. Christmas, believe it or not, came on a whim from a dear friend of mine whose daughter I taught in Port Richmond High School. And her mom, actually, when I was on Facebook the first time I was putting out my debut Christmas album, I said, I need a title for this thing. I don't want to just put Vinnie Medugno with a picture of me on a red suit jacket. And she chimed in, as well as another lady who's no longer with us. You would remember her from the Christmas show at the St. George Theater, Elizabeth Decker, who also had a great voice.
Wonderful person.
Both of them synonymously together said, you are our Mr. Christmas. Lo and behold, Francine found Hey Mr. Christmas. I cut the song, we put out the CD, and that's what happened. And then every year I've kind of embraced the name from Thanksgiving right through New Year's. Mr. Christmas, that's who I am. Thank you, Tina, for the question.
Okay, now we have from Instagram, Susan from Annadale asks, what is it like to be the performer that brought Christmas back to the Staten Island Mall?
I like to say that I was part of a great movement where now Christmas is all over the Staten Island Mall, in the parking lot, in the mall. They even got a manger set up. They got Hanukkah there. They got Kwanzaa there. It's great. The mall is now very festive, as it should be, and I've been embraced and welcomed by the directors at the Staten Island Mall to help usher it back in.
The Staten Island Mall is a very special place to all of us in Staten Island. So everybody had strong feelings and opinions about it, and everybody came out of love for the mall and for inclusiveness and togetherness, and you really did a great job, and
Thank
we
you.
love you
Thank you.
for
And
that.
Susan, I want to thank you for the question, and I want to thank Joe DeMarco and David Albertson for making that happen that year, and Aaron Dickens, who used to be a reporter on New York One.
Let's give a big round of applause to them all, please.
Hey, Santa, one quick question. How are you able to get everybody's requests onto your sleigh and deliver it all in one night?
With a very big bag. No, actually, I can stop time on Christmas Eve.
I know. I always feel like it takes forever to sleep through the night.
Well, there's a reason for that.
So are you guys ready to help Santa and I light the tree?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey! Light it up!
That's when I really put on the hat as Mr. Christmas and felt like Mr. Christmas.
I love them all. But now we're going to move on to Twitter, and we have Rocco. Rocco from my hometown, Brooklyn, writes, you do a lot of Staten Island, but what about performing in other areas within the tri-state?
I perform all over the tri-state area. New Jersey has embraced me. I've performed at the PNC Bank Arts Center, and then I've been visiting a lot of the 55 and older communities, and I've been performing a lot throughout the Rockaways. I love doing the Rockaways every Christmas. There's a great event they do called the Little North Pole. I want to shout out my friend Joe Muri, who also was featured on the TV show The Great Christmas Light Fight this season. If you didn't see it yet, you got to check it out. It's awesome because they did a profile on his house where he lights up the neighborhood for juvenile diabetes, and I get to perform there. A lot of my other entertainment friends are there. Joe Corsi hosts it. It's cold out, but it's like an Italian feast. Sausage and pepper stands are going. Hot chocolate vendors are there. And it's free for everybody to go out and see.
Joe's a wonderful guy.
Yeah,
He really is.
it brings the holiday spirit to light, and it's all for a great cause for juvenile diabetes. I absolutely love doing that.
We have another one from Facebook. Karen in Westerly asks, your mother's cooking always looks so delicious online, and you share a lot of it. But what is your absolute favorite thing she makes during the holidays?
You've been privy to taste it.
I carry Post-notes around, and when Vinnie's mother's stove is cold and the pots are empty, I leave little frowny face Post-notes in the pot.
Throughout many times of the year, there are great occasions for food. There's so many different scents and smells that come up and tastes, you know. But during the holidays, those specific smells that come make the holidays just a little extra special. And my mom can throw down great recipes like her meatballs.
Her cake from scratch.
You know, she works a full-time job at the
Yes.
Visiting Nurse Association. Big shout-outs to all those amazing ladies and gents that work over there. And then
Oh,
she'll come home at 5 o'clock at night and throw down a 3-course meal in the kitchen. Chicken cutlets, you know, different vegetables, a pasta dish every night. You know, on the weekends, there'll be the typical Sunday sauce with all the fixings in it. And then, of course, there's a ham or a turkey or an oven stuffer or a roast. But for me, at this time of the year, one of my favorite things that my mother makes are the stuffed artichokes. It's the simplest thing. People are fascinated when I go live on Facebook when she's making them. Oh my God, those artichokes are to die for. So hands down, ring the buzzer. Karen, my favorite thing, and I hope everybody gets to experience the joy that I do, like when I eat one of my mother's artichokes.
So let me just ask you one more.
Sure.
Out of all the places and all the functions, and I go with you to a lot of the events, I think I know the answer, but I want everybody else to know. Tell me, what is your favorite event or function during the year? Because I know that you do so many new ones, but there are some standards that you do every year. And no matter how busy you are, you make time for these events. You sort of juggle your crazy schedule just to make sure that you're on point for all of these events.
My home, for now going on 14 seasons consecutively, the St. George Theater. To be able to stand on that stage and look out at the surreal image of what it looks like, the beauty of the architecture and then the beauty of the people that are there, but also the mission that those 3 sisters did in honor of their amazing mom, who discovered me at 17 years old and gave me the platform to be in that Christmas show, which is why it will always be the highlight of my holiday season. That is what made me Mr. Christmas. That is the place that I call home. I love the St. George Theater Christmas show. As long as they have me is as long as I'll continue to go back and support it each and every year. The greatest moment I had was last year. A little boy came up to me by the Christmas tree in the lobby after the show, dressed up like me.
I tell you, the face of that little boy. I'll never forget it. Everybody loves that theater. And what they've done for Staten Island, really, they've given us back.
And you know what
a
I love
jewel.
more, too? That I now get to share the stage with your daughter.
Yeah.
And I think right now, as a gift to you and to all of our viewers, I'd like to share Madison and the St. George Theater Christmas show with everybody watching.
Oh my God, you're going to make me cry. I love you.
Diane, thanks so much for being here.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I have to go away.
Oh, baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has
Been hoping that you
been so
dropped in.
very nice.
I'll take your hands, they're just like
My
ice.
mother will start to
Beautiful,
worry.
what's your
My father
hurry?
will be pacing the floor.
Listen to that fireplace
So
roar.
really, I better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't
Maybe
hurry.
just to have
Why don't you put some records on while
The
I
neighbors
pour?
might think.
Baby, it's bad out there.
Say, what's in this drink?
No cabs to be had out there.
I wish I knew how.
Your eyes are like starlight
ring
now.
is bad.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks
I
swell.
ought to say no, no,
Mind
no,
if
sir.
I
At least I'm gonna give it a try.
What's your sense of hurting my
I really
pride?
can't stay.
Baby, don't hold out, but it's cold outside. Come on now, clap those hands out there. Here we go, here we go.
I got to get home.
Baby, it's bad out there.
Say, lend me your coat.
It's up to your knees out there.
I've really been great.
I thrill when you touch
Why
my
don't
hand.
you see?
How can you do this thing to me? Think of my love
At least
sorrow.
you wouldn't let him fly.
If you come along and die, but it's cold. Baby, it's cold outside.
I gotta get going.
Madison, everybody, make some noise.
The St. George to me really means home, you know? So that's something that like I really enjoy performing there. I love going just even to the rehearsals with everybody all together. You see all the dancers doing their thing, the singers doing their thing, everybody rehearsing at the same time. It really is just a home feeling to me. I love being there.
The Christmas show began in 2004 with an idea my mom had, the late Mrs. Rosemary, to produce a show for the holidays that's affordable for Staten Islanders. Well, we certainly deliver that, and because it was so dear to my mom's heart, it's certainly dear to my heart. It continues the show. It has expanded. It's a 2-hour show filled with dance, music, and singing and acting. It's just a great way to put you in the mood for the holidays, especially at Christmas time. The best part of the show is the involvement of our 150 plus volunteer cast. And I have to say, we're certainly a family, and so many folks that we're really indebted to. Mr. Christmas, Vinnie Medugno has been in the show since day one, and let me tell you, he certainly adds to the success. He makes everyone feel so special. His talent is second to none, and I feel so fortunate with the great people I work with in the show, such as Vinnie and Marcus and Victoria. I mean, the list goes on. Jenny and Bill. We have an incredible cast and incredible musicians.
All right, come on now, clap your hands. Here we go, like this. Come on. Santa, bring my baby back to me. Santa, bring my baby back to me. I don't need a lot of presents to make my Christmas bright. I just need my baby's arms wound around me tight. Oh, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby back to me. The Christmas tree is ready with candles all aglow. But while my baby's far away, what good is mistletoe? Oh, hear my plea. Santa, bring my baby back to me. Sleigh bells, these reindeer hurry, while their time is drawing near. It sure don't seem like Christmas till my baby's here. Fill my sock with candy, no bright and shiny toy.
If you want to make me happy, then fill my heart with joy. Oh, hear my plea. Say to bring my baby back to me. Here we go. Make some noise for these ladies right here. Come on now. Aren't they beautiful or what? Let me hear you. Let's give it up for Vinnie on the piano right now doing his thing. Come on, man. Now you know why I like being called Mr. Christmas. Here we go. All right, now clap your hands with me. Here we go. Come on. Please make these reindeer hurry. Their time is drawing near. It sure don't seem like Christmas till my baby's here. Fill my sock with candy, no bright and shiny toy. If you wanna make me happy, then fill my heart with joy. Oh, hear my plea. Say to bring my baby back to me. Oh. Now Santa, come on, bring my baby back to me. Oh.
Jesus is the reason for the season. I am also a devout Eucharistic minister and a Catholic practicing at the parish of St. Clement St. Michael in the Mariners Harbor section of Staten Island. It's truly, truly, truly a joy to be there, but more importantly, to have an active part in the community. But I love decorating the church with my students at this time of the year. You know, Christmas is not just a season. To me, it's a feeling, and the church brings that feeling out. But my greatest joy of all is to just sit and enjoy what it all represents.
Sing we Noel, sing we joyously Noel. Joyously sing of the news we have to tell.
In the parish, you can kind of see, for Advent, we strip out the church. And the idea is that Advent is a season about preparing for Christmas, about the coming of baby Jesus. You know, everybody wants the party, nobody wants the preparation. But when the moment comes to prepare, Vinnie's really the tip of the spear. You know, he's the guy that kind of guides and pushes and brings to completion everything we do. And so as empty as it looks, it's the complete opposite. It's full, it's life, it's joy, it's celebration. And he brings that kind of joy and celebration so that we all bring it together. That way the idea is that when people come in, it's not just another day at church. That's the last thing Christmas should be. It should be the day you remember, so that people, for the young, you give them something to think about and to remember. And for the old, you trigger memories in them. You can see them walk in. People haven't been in church in ages, maybe since last year, maybe since 5-6 years. They're visiting family and they come to Mass, and you can see their reaction and they comment on it. This is what I remember, this is how it should have been, this is, even if they've never been in this church before. And all of that is work that you put together piece by piece. And every detail matters. It doesn't seem like it is, doesn't seem like it matters much. When you bring it all together, it pops. And that moment of wonder is a chance where God can come into somebody's life. The secret of Christmas is that God loves us so much that it's just like the manger. no matter how filthy and all the horror that's in a manger, right? You know, all the things that animals do in a manger because they don't use the bathroom, right? And Jesus says, all right, doesn't matter. I'll be born there. And I think that's a perfect message for Christmas. Like, no matter what our life is, God says, that's okay. I love him enough. I'll go in there and get him anyway. So that's the message. It's the intensity of God's love all the way through to no matter how dark and dirty our mangers are in our hearts, he comes in. And that's really the message that you want people to feel at the moment of Christmas. And to everybody who's getting ready for Christmas, don't just get ready the gifts, get ready in your heart. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. The shepherds all were watching over the sheep that night, when a guiding star showed from heaven. Then they follow that holy light. Everybody go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. In the lowly manger, the humble Christ was born. Then God sent out salvation on that blessed Christmas morning. Everybody go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Forgiveness, he lived to show us the way. He came to redeem all creation and to wash all our sins away. Hallelujah. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, Jesus Christ is born. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, Jesus Christ is born.
My nephew Vincent had printed up this book. My mother had written the words, on paper, and he had this printed up. It's about her Christmases on Mulberry Street in downtown Little Italy. You know, we get caught up at Christmas, all the frolic and, the gift giving, but when every year I open up this book and I realize what Christmas is all about, I gotta say the truth. My mother writes here that they were simple at times back then, growing up and looking under her little blue Christmas tree. And there wasn't really much other than a box of candy and the nativity of the Blessed Mother holding her child Jesus. And her going to Mass with her family at 9 in the morning and singing Silent Night. And really, what touches me the most is when she says she comes out of the church and no one really discussed what they got as far as their Christmas presents and, the way our kids do today. We go down in the generations of always wanting to do more for our children than what we had. But the truth of the matter is, Christmas, what it's all about, is it's the day of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ's birth. I love being around my family, my sister at Christmas time, my brothers and sisters. We create our memories, just like the ones I'm fortunate to hold in this book.
When mistletoe and tinsel glow paint her Yuletide Valentine
back home I go to those I know for a Christmas old lang syne. And as we gather round the tree, our voices all combine in sweet accord to thank the Lord for a Christmas old lang syne.
When sleigh bells ring and choirs sing, and the children's faces shine,
we'll all be near to share the cheer of a Christmas old lang syne. We sing his praise this day of days and pray next year this time we'll all be near to share the cheer of a Christmas old lang syne. Merry Christmas, everybody, and a Happy New Year. In sweet accord, we thank the Lord for our Christmas old lang syne. And as our time draws near, I hope that you have enjoyed watching this as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. First and foremost, I want to thank my extended family here at the incredible CTV studios for making it extra merry and extra bright this holiday season by allowing and inviting me to come and celebrate and share all things Christmas with you that make me Mr. Christmas. I'm so blessed, I am so proud, I am so humbled to be doing what I love in the community that I love so much, and to be able to give back is truly a joyous feeling. I want to wish you and yours the happiest and healthiest of holiday seasons, from a Merry Christmas to a Happy New Year, to my Jewish friends, Happy Hanukkah, and to all of my African friends, a Happy Kwanzaa to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for all of the blessings that you pay to me and that I pay forward back to you. May you and yours celebrate with bounty, with fullness, and with true cheer of what the holiday season represents. So from all of us here to you that is watching, have a merry and a bright one. I am Vinnie Medugno, Mr. Christmas, saying thank you so much for watching. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let's put the Christmas lights on.
Christmas.